my people, how are you? Hope you're all good. You're fine. As you know, my name forever remains Yetunde Green. I'm here today to talk to you all, especially the new people coming into the system. When I mean the system, those are the people coming into England, into UK, you know, from abroad, be it Nigeria, be it Ghana, be it anywhere, you know, from all over the world. Now, most of these new people, what they come in and do is actually going into like carer jobs, and most of them, they actually don't know the kind of laws that are guiding, you know, carers in this country, the ones that are, you know, protecting them, and the ones that can actually bite them big time. Now, listen to this quick story. There's a story about a lady that just came into the system from Nigeria, and she went into doing, you know, to become a carer. And the kind of caring she's doing is what we call domiciliary care. In domiciliary care, right, you care for people. You go from home to home. You have like, you know, in between caring for one patient and the other, you will have a bit of 3 hours in between. You go to this house now. When you are done, then you go to another one. Now, this particular lady, there's an elderly man she was taking care of, looking after. This man has got like dementia and some other, you know, mental health issues. Now, what they do is once they go in, they clock in, which means you sign in, and when they finish, they clock out. Most times, right, the office they work for, they have their own way of monitoring them. But apparently this lady, because she feels, oh my God, nothing is going to happen even if I don't go, and I lie to them that I'm there. So what happened was, on this particular day, she did not go to the man's house. She called the office and they asked her, oh, have you been there? She said, oh, yes, I've been there. And I've seen him and he's perfect. And they were like, okay, that's fantastic. And guess what? You know, the man, because he's elderly, he has some children. They work, you know, apparently this is a white person we're talking about. So the kids, they call at interval just to check on their father, to be sure everything is okay. So that particular day, the elderly son tried to call a few times because there's a landline in the house. And the man did not speak. And they were wondering what is going on. Called and called and called, their dad did not pick. So the elderly brother called the younger sister and said, have you reached out to dad today? That one said, no, I haven't. It was like, I've been calling my dad since he's not picking. What is going on? Quickly, they jumped into the car and decided to rush off to their father's house. And guess what? Immediately they got to that place. Guess what has happened? This man had already passed away. And the man passed away over a few hours. Immediately they got him. What they did first was to call the carer, this particular lady in question that just came into the system, because they have a number. And they called her and said, oh, let's use like Beatrice, for example. Beatrice, where have you been? And she was like, oh my God, well, I'm with your dad. What's going on? Are you guys okay? They said, really? You are with dad? She insisted that yes, she was there. That is somewhere she has never been. She was not even there for the day. And she said she was there, not knowing the man had already passed away. You can imagine that. Immediately, those ones, they called our office. Before you say Jack Robinson, the office, I mean the man's children, they notified the police, and guess what? They arrested this lady in question. You see, the honest truth is, you think you can use the back door when you get here. Trust me, it doesn't always work in the system. And by the end of the day, most people will come in and they regret ever coming. So therefore, my advice to you is, if you are ever coming into this system, please try. Familiarize yourself with a lot of the laws of the country. Familiarize yourself with how things work. Do not open your mouth in public and say things you are not supposed to say, because that can easily backfire on you. There was a lady as well. She took her daughter, you know, to like maybe Marks and Spencer, and I think the child picked something. On their way out, one of the security guards saw that, oh, this particular child already picked something, and they came after them, called the police because they said the child stole. And immediately the police came, because her mom did not know she'd picked anything. They checked the small girl's bag and they saw the things she picked. Guess what the lady now said to the daughter in Yoruba? Mafe Paileni, I'm going to kill you today. Immediately she said that. They looked at her down. So this is how this lady is. Guess what? They called the social services. They took the child from that lady, all because she did not know things like that are not supposed to be said in this kind of system. Anyway, that's a bit of advice for you today. I'm still going to be coming out with more and more for people to learn. Do not just come into a system. Familiarize yourself with everything going on there. Have a lovely day. Yours forever, Yetunde Green, Gist with Yeti. Have a nice day. Bye.